I want to thank you all for being here. Look around. This is a great crowd. Look at the diversity of Nashville. That's our strength. That's what makes us different and makes us special in this great nation, is the opportunities that we have to live the American dream. And that American dream should be available to everybody. And that's what I believe from the bottom of my heart. Whether you're black or white, Hispanic, doesn't matter, a woman or a male. Opportunity for you should be here in Nashville, Tennessee. And as a member of the council, we've done everything we can to make sure that happens. Back in 2000, I can't remember the actual date, 1996, and then sometime in 2000, there was a disparity study that was done to show that less than 1% of all metro contracts went to women and minority-owned business. Let me say that again. Less than 1% of all metro contracts went to women and minority-owned business. And in 2007, we passed legislation to change that. I want to thank Michelle Lane. I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the council with Walter Hunt and others for leading that, and Michelle will talk about that later. But kudos to Michelle and her department. Kudos to the mayor. Kudos to the council for changing that dramatically. Let me talk about the Small Business Incentive Grant Program. That was an idea that came in the council. We were talking about how do we make sure that small businesses have the resources that they need in order to grow and expand. And as my dear friend said, it's important that we expand our tax base. And we felt that the way that you expand your tax base, the best way, is to grow small businesses and give incentives to small businesses to grow. So we came with a two-part program for the Small Business Grant Program. With the council. I worked with Charlie Tiger. We took the idea to Matt Wilshire. Matt then talked with the mayor. The mayor said yes, and then the mayor and Matt worked with us to make the legislation even better. So as we began to work with that and work with Matt and work with the mayor, they then made the legislation even better and said, hey, let's look at some things that we can tweak to make it better. Once we did that, then we had to get it financed. So we decided to do a 2-year pilot program. The mayor put in $1 million for that program. So kudos goes to the mayor, because he could have said, you know, that's a great idea, but we ain't got any money. But the mayor said, this is a priority. And you know, your budgets always tell you what your priorities are, right? Small business owners. So by putting $1 million in, the council was able to approve it unanimously. And so we were able to get the Small Business Incentive Program passed through the Metro Council, funded through the mayor's budget, which was then passed by us. The program does 3 things, and I want to go over it briefly. And then I want to just have a final comment, and then I'll be finished. One, the Small Business Program provides $500 for every new employee that you hire within a 12-month period of time if you hire 10 or more employees. So if you hire 10 or more employees over a 12-month period of time, you can receive $500 per employee that you hire. If you hire a veteran, I'm a veteran, and many veterans in here, you get $700 per veteran you hire. So there's an incentive to hire veterans that are coming back either from the wars or or they're just simply retiring. But if they are a veteran, you receive $700 if you hire 10 employees or more within a 12-month period of time. Again, giving you an incentive to expand your business, giving you an incentive in order to say, hey, we're going to take the risk, we're going to expand our business, we're going to grow our business. Then we also then provide grants up to $50,000 if you redevelop or rebuild or redesign or improve a blighted building in a redevelopment district. Now, the owners of the Cordell, thank you. Why? Because you made you proved that the program works. And we're standing and sitting in here today. And so when Matt told me about the Cordell, I was so excited, because you know how the press is. They start calling you and they start asking you, is that program really working that you all passed? And guess what? When the Cordell opened, I said, yes, indeed. Or as somebody else said, yes, we can. You know him, Ralph. He's your president. No. So finally, I want to talk to you. So it's up to $50,000 grants if you redevelop a building in a blighted community. So that helps transform neighborhoods and communities. It helps small businesses. When you're like the Cordell, you're under budget. You're almost about to finish. Then you get anywhere from up to $0 to $50,000 for that grant. That will help you. And most importantly, and this is what I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank the mayor's office, I want to thank Matt and his office, is that how do you get the word out to small businesses? You guys are so busy running your business, trying to make payroll and file all your paperwork and do all the things necessary. How do you find out about programs like this? And that's why I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for working with the Metro Council. I want to thank the mayor, and Matt and I talked about it. Why don't we have a summit? And why don't we have a summit that we can inform small businesses? And the chamber stepped up and said, we'll take the reins. And Corey has done a great job. Why? Because if we have a program like this and you don't know anything about it, it doesn't do anybody any good. So kudos also goes to the chamber, to the mayor, to those who helped sponsor this. I want to thank you so much because we've got to get the word out that these programs work. And but if you don't know about it, you won't apply for the grants. The worst thing we can have is have that $1 million go to next year. I want all that $1 million spent, and I want you all to get it. So please expand your businesses, take your risk, redevelop some of these blighted buildings in redevelopment zones, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much. Maynard, it's jerry.maynard@nashville.gov, jerry.maynard@nashville.gov. My cell phone number is 615-275-5877. The best way to contact me is to text me. I get 250 emails a day. So the best way to get in touch with me is to text me.